Hi everyone and welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 45. Apologies for last week missing a week of the podcast. We were in no fit state to talk anything but gibberish last week. We had a stomach bug in the house and annoyingly it's continued. Our eldest daughter now has it, but you know, that's life for you. So we're going to carry on anyway. Ian's here.
Yep, I'm here.
He's fine. He's just looking at me. I'm like, why are you saying nothing? Oh, because I've not introduced you yet. Yeah. I'm here too. Hi. We've obviously forgotten how to do this. So
yeah,
it's
been a while.
Yeah, this week we wanted to talk about Lego and their responsiveness. Both too responsive and not responsive enough. So Ian, take it away. Tell us what you mean.
So it was, I can't remember when, a week or so ago, and there was Lego put out a teaser for the new botanical sets. It's like they had this nice.
There's going to be new botanical sets.
No, nice panning shot showing all the current ones, and then kind of ended on an empty space on a shelf, and it's like coming May 1st. So obviously the comments to this on Instagram were, "It's orchids and succulents. We already know it's orchids and succulents. What are you doing?"
So they've planned a teaser. It's already been leaked. So what should they do?
Just don't bother with the teaser.
But someone's put all their hard work into that. That's not very fair on them.
But it makes them look like Muppets.
Talking of Muppets,
they did the same thing with the Muppets.
They did. What? Hang on, we're getting a Muppets CMF?
Yeah, we're getting a Muppets CMF.
I didn't see that coming.
No.
It is pretty silly to tease something that people already know. But do people already know? Are you not still teasing it for the people who pay no attention to Lego leaks?
Well, so this is interesting. People who pay no attention to Lego leaks. There are LAN members who will post pictures on Instagram when something gets announced using the hashtag Lego leaks.
Which is not a leak,
so
it's been announced.
It's not a leak, it's been announced. But they're encouraging people to follow those. Because when you look at a post, you quite often look at the hashtags to try and work out, well, which ones do I have to follow to get more of these?
Yeah.
So if the Lego ambassadors are encouraging a hashtag which will show you these leaks that mean that the teasers are completely useless, then it's all just a big mockery.
A mockery?
A big mockery.
I'm not sure you can use the term mockery around Lego. But that is the word you need. Yes. They're making a mockery of the whole thing.
But it's like every time they do a teaser, I get the image of, in Friends, Phoebe just screaming, "This is brand new information."
Oh, this is brand new information. Yes. That is exactly what it's like. It is like them going, look at this thing that no one knows about. And everyone just going, but we already know about it. But let's just pretend to humour them.
Yeah.
But people don't, because as you can tell from the comments, people just get annoyed. And they're like, why are you doing this? So you're saying what they should do is just scrap the teaser when it's already been leaked.
If something has been leaked, just go, well, we've messed up. Don't bother putting out a teaser. Still do the reveal. I think the reveal with the official pictures, it's still a good thing to do. So have that going on. But don't bother teasing it.
Yeah, hyping people up for something they are already aware of is pointless.
Yeah.
Whereas officially announcing something and showing the full quality images, that's worthwhile.
Yeah.
So when we talked about this in the week, you also said that they've been too responsive in the past. So in this case, then they're not being responsive enough. They're not responding to the fact that people already know stuff, and they're just ploughing ahead with their roadmap of tease, official announce, sell.
Yeah.
When were they too responsive in your opinion?
Well, so I still think this whole... So there was the shooting
on the set. Yeah.
So it was a Western and they went, oh, someone's been accidentally shot on a set, therefore we need to pull the Western set out of the Bricklink
designer.
And that, to me, just seemed a bit nonsense. It's not like the set was going on sale. It wasn't going to be on sale. They weren't doing a big advert on TV. It was that a small number of people, relatively, would have the opportunity to pre-order that set.
Yeah. But what if the woman who was shot, her family are massive Lego fans, and then
they probably wouldn't buy it.
But you're saving them the emotional turmoil of even thinking about buying it or knowing it's there by removing it. Is that not a nice thing to have done?
But could you not say that about any set?
Like,
What are the chances of them releasing a Speed Champions and in the month beforehand someone being killed by being hit by that car? It's a
what
fairly
about
high probability of that happening, and
the
yet they
Winnie the
still
Pooh
release
set?
it. Yep, someone choking on a Winnie the Pooh toy.
Or being chased by bees?
Yep.
Or allergic reaction to honey or something? Yeah, so you're saying that was over the top.
Yeah.
And they responded when they shouldn't have.
Yes.
Do you think it's the same department responsible for both of those things? I'm going to go with no.
Probably. Well, no, there's got to be someone fairly high up who decides what gets cancelled and what doesn't.
So I imagine that there's like the marketing people, but there's one sort of office of let's pay attention to current affairs and make decisions on sets based on current affairs. Whereas the ploughing on with a teaser when it's already been leaked, I imagine that's a different department. That's not a current affair kind of thing. If you're monitoring the news going, is any of this news
Surely there's not one person whose full-time job is just monitoring the news to work out whether they should cancel a set.
There's a whole
or not.
department for it. Do you not?
No.
Well, then how do they respond so quickly? Is it a knee-jerk reaction by someone in the Lego group that goes, we should probably cancel that, and they go and talk to Mr. Marketing? Mr. Marketing goes, oh, just to be on the safe side, okay.
It'll be that it goes up to a high enough exec, the exec makes the decision, the marketing get told it's cancelled.
Who's that person that makes the first call? Is that just a Lego
in a
employee?
sensible company, it should be anyone
Yeah.
can put that in, and it goes up to a high enough exec to make a decision on it, and then it feeds back down to the teams who need to get told what gets cancelled.
So you think that the person saying cancel or no cancel, it is one person and they can cancel sets, teasers, anything?
Yeah.
Essentially. Are they the same people who cancel things based on quality? So we had loads of things cancelled at the start of the year because like the Rex didn't work.
Any cancellation is going to go very high up the exec chain.
So do you think it's the top boss?
It's going to be someone close.
So why do they say yes to cancelling some things? And is it that in the case of the teaser, it doesn't get to them, so they don't make that call?
I don't know. Or do they think it's not going to turn up in a newspaper article, so therefore it doesn't matter?
What, them showing something that everyone already knows about?
Yeah.
Or is it that they genuinely don't realise how far these leaks go, and they think there's still some benefit in that?
Of course they know how far they go. They have teams that look at the analytics of every LAN member's reviews. They know how far Instagram posts go. They know how far YouTube videos go. They know how far the blog posts go. They know all of that. So they will know if there's a leak, they will know how far that goes.
But how can they know for sure how many people haven't seen it?
Because they do have a lot of research on it.
So what, they just count the number of people in the world and they go, right, we know this many people have seen it and these are all the other people and they might want to buy the set, so there's still some percentage there? Or is there a percentage of people that they don't consider would even think about the set, so they're also out the equation?
They know the likelihood of someone seeing an Instagram teaser, the probability of them having seen the leak.
Right. So
they will know that to a fairly high degree of accuracy, and yet they still plough on with it regardless.
Maybe it's as simple as that they've already got it scheduled and no one's thinking about what's scheduled. Like that's been ticked off the list. Done. That piece of work is done. No one even thinks about it again.
Maybe.
I mean, if you look at all the social media services that allow you to like schedule your posts in advance, which obviously as a YouTuber I know about, you can have like this whole long feed of pre-made content, but you still have the ability to pull it at the last second. So just because it's done doesn't mean it's done. Someone should done. Someone should have pulled it.
Yeah.
You think?
I think so. I think they look foolish, and I think part of it is almost they're just in denial about leaks.
So we're back to a podcast about leaks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leaks upset me because we talk about them so much.
I know.
And it really can't, to me, it feels like it can't be that hard to stop.
Also, the botanicals, everyone knows about them because someone sold them on eBay. Now, it wouldn't be hard for Lego to buy the set on eBay using some fake account, get the set, and therefore find out whose it is.
Yeah.
If they can't identify a set that has gone out
copy,
specifically pre-released that will have the stickers on it saying not for resale, they should have some kind of identification on there so they can map it back. So they could just buy it, find out that person's out of LAN.
Yeah. So why don't they do that?
Don't know. Maybe they do, but maybe there's such a problem with this that the retaliations aren't having any impact.
What's the benefit to the leaker? Like, or the person selling that set? Like, would they've got a lot of money for that? Like, why do people do it? So, for me, being in LAN seems like something that should be prestigious and make you feel proud of being in that. So I don't understand why you would then leak that information out.
To try and make money off it?
That's the wrong way to go about life, isn't it? Maybe not. Give me all the money. No, it feels you're just in a position of power and abusing it, kind of thing. That seems wrong.
Yes.
We'd never do that, right?
No, never.
Oh, dear. I think the biggest risk with me being in LAN is that I'm too... I'm not very good at keeping secrets.
There is that.
But I could try harder if I had to.
If you had to.
Yeah, and I wouldn't sell my secrets. I'd just give them away. That's the problem.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing it maliciously. I'd just be incompetently spreading the secrets.
Yeah.
It's a difference, and I think that's not okay, but it's at least less sinister.
Yes.
I'm not trying to profit from my information. I'd just be excited about stuff. That would be the thing. So what things should they respond to quickly and what things should they not? So you're saying that in the case of current affairs where someone might be offended, they should be less trigger happy. Didn't mean to say it quite like that given the specific events, but they should wait a little bit.
I think so.
And err on the side of that person's not going to see it. But are they not questioning whether other people will think it's in bad taste and therefore their reputation for not pulling it would be tarnished?
But I don't...
Just because you didn't think it was offensive doesn't mean lots of other people wouldn't.
How many companies do you know who were criticised for selling Wild West goods and attire during the period? Because there are companies that do it. There are toy companies out there that will be selling Wild West sets that won't have pulled them because that's just what they sell. There will be costume stores that will have the costumes that you can still buy.
I guess it's if your market is only in Wild West stuff, if you are Wild West R Us kind of thing, then that's your main business. This was a single design in a larger program that could wait. Therefore, the impact of them pulling it was smaller than the...
But there was no impact of them not pulling it.
How do you know?
Because there's been absolutely nothing about any other company doing anything Wild West related.
I don't check that news. Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay, what other things have they pulled that you think they shouldn't have pulled so quickly? Or is there none?
So most of them, it's that they've left the decision right till the end. But there was...
Like the... what's the World of Warcraft company, but not...
Blizzard, Activision.
Yeah. Activision, yeah. With that, they pulled that later than people thought they should have as well.
Yes. Yeah.
So they weren't responsive there at all.
No, they dragged their heels on that for ages.
So why is that different? Why were they less responsive there? We can't know.
No.
Can you get yourself a job at Lego so we can get a little bit of this inside information? It would make our podcast much easier.
It would, wouldn't it?
I feel like we might get in trouble for the
Yeah.
podcast, and that's not right. Surely you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
I don't know.
But if you don't pull something, then someone finds it offensive, then you're in trouble. If you do pull it and no one found it offensive, then you shouldn't have pulled it. If you release the botanicals stuff and you're like, oh, I didn't know this was coming, you're in trouble. If you put out a teaser but everyone's already seen the leak, then you're in trouble. But what can they do, right?
But they'd still do a reveal. People would still know it's coming.
Yeah.
No one's going to get upset because they've seen a reveal and not been teased about the reveal.
What's the point of a teaser? Teasing isn't inherently a very nice thing.
That's true.
So maybe they should just stop doing teasers. Then they wouldn't have to worry about pulling teasers.
Maybe.
Now I really want more teasers. It's not my fault. You made me say teaser several times.
Yes.
Okay, so in summary, you think that they should not tease things that have been leaked. That's your blanket statement.
Yeah.
If it's been leaked, don't tease it.
Yeah.
And if someone's died, that's not good enough reason to pull a Lego set. Because I feel maybe it is. I don't know.
Depends how they've died.
Well, this was a pretty bad thing.
Yes.
Someone got shot. They didn't mean to be shot. it was massive levels of incompetence on a set. So it was polite. It was a polite thing to do.
So I could see anything related to that movie being pulled. That makes sense. It's related to the genre and pulling it doesn't.
Okay, I suppose that's fair. So it has to be a bit more specific.
Yeah.
To warrant being removed from the programme next time. Okay.
I think also there's been... So they had the... Oh, I can't think what her name is. An actress in a Star Wars series.
Oh, yes. The ATST.
Yeah. Where they...
Look at me with my Star Wars knowledge.
I know.
I can't remember what her name is, but she said something controversial and got kicked out of the movie, and therefore the set with her in was also pulled. Is that right?
Yes. Well, it was a TV series. I don't know if she was...
Oh, yeah, okay. No.
I don't think she was pulled out of it. She just wasn't renewed for the following season.
And of course, because they... therefore she won't be in future sets, everyone then wanted that set.
Because the minifigure would be...
huge.
Exclusive.
Yeah. So you think, what was wrong there?
I don't know. It just seemed badly handled.
That they pulled the set?
That it caused that set to just spike in demand so badly.
But that's how life works.
Yeah.
You think they should have continued making that set to avoid it spiking in demand?
I don't know. I think they should have been more transparent about what was going on, because it was all based on rumours and stuff anyway.
But I don't think that was their rumour to tell, was it?
What they're going to do with a set?
Well, I think surrounding that set being the last one with her in was not because...
It was more that they were going to cancel the set and not do another production run and stuff like that.
I think that there were the initial run for that set was because people knew that she might not be in any future sets, not that they weren't sure whether that set would stay on the shelves.
I think it was very much a get it because it won't be coming back on stock, back on shelves once it runs out.
Okay. But they're not transparent. We know this.
Yeah.
They're not going to be transparent. They don't have to be. They're not a public company. They can do what they like. It's just the way of the world.
Okay. There's a lot of hand gesturing going on today.
I can. Okay. So you're cross with them for being silly. For being Muppets.
Yes.
Talking of Muppets, are we buying them?
I assume so.
Yes. Good. I mean, the correct answer is always going to be yes. Because it's a CMF. And I want them all. Okay. I think we're done.
Okay.
If you're interested in hearing any of our previous episodes, you can check the playlist that I'll link up now or put in the show notes or the description and listen to any of them. There's 44 of them that you might not have heard, so go check them out. And make sure you come back next week to hear the next one. Stomach bug permitting, which, fingers crossed,
yeah,
we don't have one of those for a while. Right, have a good week, everybody. Bye!